Hola, ¿qué pasa? It's me, Susanna, for Susie blog. I haven't done one of these in, it's been a couple days, couple weeks. I don't know, it's been a while. I've had so much going on in my world that I just don't know where to start. But, let's see. Flood, bad. Had to send my niece out of my house, which really kind of broke my heart, but it's called that tough love thing that my mom told me about that I really didn't get till 22 years later. And then, well, Diana left me, so I kind of miss her. She was so sweet. And believe it or not, there are still kids in the world who are younger than 21 and still have dreams, goals, and really fight for them. And then my poor Gaby, he's just struggling with all his mood disorders and everything, but he's trying. And Christian survived ninth grade, yay! And as for me, I'm just getting through each day. Gosh, I forgot what it was I wanted to talk about. I don't know, there's not a whole lot except that, man, life is tough. Nothing is easy. And here I am snug in my bed, and look, there's Team Edward! Okay. Anyways, I just felt that I owed everybody some kind of something, and I didn't feel like typing. I started going back to church, which has been really kind of cleansing, I guess they call it. Oh God, I cried 3 church services in a row. I cried and cried and cried. I can't tell you that I've ever done that before. Church has been pretty intense for me. It's like God has been talking to me or something. And so yeah, I've just been really like, wow. Love Nicole. Thank you, Nicole, lots for helping me get myself together in church, because I really need God back in my life. And I know not everybody's religious, and I don't hold any grudges either way, but I gotta tell you that for me, without God in my life, okay, I don't do well. And I had, gosh, been to so many churches and done so many things, and, God just wasn't really talking to me. I go to church now and I just cry and pour my heart out, and I'm just tearing, and I mean, this past Sunday, literally, okay, so many people could tell you, I was probably one of the literally, almost the last person out, and gosh, I never got to talk to Lil, and I cried for 2 hours, and this one was about rewinding, like, rewinding your life, and starting from the beginning and where things started or whatever, and it was just it was intense for me because like my whole life flashed through my eyes. It was really like, wow, it was craziness. I mean, and then the week before it was about being like a God climber, where you try to do all these things, okay, to impress God for when you go to heaven, okay, but you don't show God who you truly are. And I'm just like, wow, and I'm just like bawling, and I'm like sitting there thinking, wow, I really try to impress God, but at the same time I'm really screwing up at the same time, and I'm just so depressed and everything. And believe it or not, those of us who try to help other people do get depressed, even with everything else we try to do for other people. I've had a rough couple of weeks. I've really missed my mom. This flood thing has really drained me. I've had my own personal things going on that I don't care to really talk about at the moment. I finally said goodbye to somebody that really means the world to me, but I just, it is what it is, and I'm tired of going to court. And I realized that, you can't control everything. It's let live and let God, right? And not everybody believes in God, not everybody gets it, but I finally get it. And so yeah, I just look at this cross on the wall that has been in my mother's coffin that I kept, and I just faithfully stare at it and think about all the things that I could have done different, but I can't, because life is what it is. Every choice you make affects your life in one way or another. Like, for instance, my niece, she hates me. I knew it was coming. I was preparing myself for it before she even left for Florida. And, I knew that she would be truly pissed off at me. But let's face it, okay? If you really love somebody, you'll take that risk, right? Do whatever you have to do for them to save themselves. And I guess I just really didn't want to see her to become into my mother or my sister. So I had to do the tough love. And for me, I think, I don't know. I gotta say, I think it was tougher love for me than for her. And I mean, I'm really kind of sad about it. Really. I miss her a lot, but I know that it was necessary. And I'm so thankful to God that I finally was able to help one out of 3 people, okay, their age group that needed help, okay, to get their lives together, because I had promised a friend a long time ago that because she helped me and my Christian and James and Gabriel, who wasn't even born yet while I was pregnant because I had nowhere else to go, that one day I would repay her by helping somebody else get their life together. And I finally got to clear that debt, and it made me so happy. And so thus, it's been really stressful. And my grandma was in the hospital this week, and we thought it was for high blood pressure, but then it turned out to be low sodium, and then her G tube collapsed. They had to replace the G tube, and so now we're back to square one. It's been so nerve-wracking, but she's okay. I am not happy with Elmhurst Memorial Hospital, just so you guys know for the record. I am not happy with the marks all over her hands from all the IVs or whatever the hell they did to her. I still have to call them, but I did take pictures, and I've been really watching her and making sure that she's okay and there's no fevers. Thank you to God. And, they said that for her age, she's doing really great. She's really healthy, which is surprising. Because, I really start to think once in a while that I'm not doing a very good job. And my Gabriel, he still has a lot of issues, but he's going to always have a lot of issues, I think. And Christian, well, he's 15 and he needs to make more friends. He needs to get out of the house. He needs to be 15. God, when I was 15, I got out of my house. If I had to do whatever it took, I would, ditch school just to hang out at the railroad tracks with people. I just had to get out of the house. But at any rate, okay, so much has gone on in my world. And I got to tell you guys, I learned a lot more about domestic violence and the current information about it. So I will be updating my domestic violence page about all the current things that you should be prepared for should you be going through any domestic violence issues. That will be in the next couple of days or so. It's rather interesting. Things are very different than what I remember way back when. Many things have changed, and a lot of things depend on the judge you get. So, at any rate, I just, felt that I needed to say, hola, ¿qué pasa? And by the way, I went to the Puerto Rican festival briefly with my children, ate at the Puerto Rican restaurant because my son has special needs, and, being in a, the festival itself wasn't very cool for him. It would have been too much. So we got some really cool stuff. He got to yell Boricua, Boricua for everything, and he was happy, and that's about it. And my mother-in-law, God bless her, I hope her surgery in July 15th goes well for breast cancer, because that's pretty intense, and I've lost so many close people to me. And my sister's birthday's coming up in July, and Gabriel starts summer school in July, and so much is going on. And, but basically I'm trying to get life back on track now that the flooding is over, and we're still finishing the final touches of getting rid of flood stuff and everything. I just wanted to just say hi. And, I owed you guys a video, and I'm sorry it's been a really long time. I've had so much going on, and please forgive the hair. Oh, Lord. And, talk soon. Okay? So, everybody, find your spiritual self, or, find something that makes you happy and believes in you. Believe in yourself, because you could do anything. God bless you. Mwah. Bendiciones. Adios. Bye-bye. Talk soon.